I'm so much of everything that I've done in my life, from hip hop to salsa to classism, ballet, and then through what I've done in my career, the choreographers I've worked with. You think a lot about originality. How can what you do feel like you're not, copying that choreographer you worked with or the other choreographer you work with? I knew I had something else to offer because of my life and because of my emotions and because of my honesty. So I knew as long as I use what I've learned, I knew those things would help create my own language. Real honesty and real authenticity will make anything original. In my work, I also need to work along the ideas of connecting. How do we all connect as human beings? And I knew that's one way to do it, of knowing that displacement means one intense feeling, from one subject to another. That's definitely an idea you'd be able to see in the work, that the dancers continue carrying and building on, an expression or a meaning or a theme. It also makes beautiful poetry to watch, because everyone's unique and they all have their own way of expressing a theme or an idea or an emotion. A great example is Jamiel and Eve. Eve is very tall and Jamiel is smaller and very powerful. If you give Eve a couple tasks, they'll be completely different from what Jamiel comes up with, But those two ideas together, that's really interesting, It's like it creates this kind of energy in life, these oppositions, these things pulling away that create the energy of life. It's this balance. And you need that. You need that at a certain point in the work. You need some kind of complete opposition and tension, that tension. For a dancer, it's very easy to say, this idea is remembering the touch of someone. When I heard that as a dancer, I knew exactly who to go to remember what that touch felt like. And then to say how much you want that touch, how much you desire it, just gives way to even more expression. And it adds realism, which is another thing that's really important for me. It's naturalism and realism with abstract aesthetics. Dance is abstract. There's no way, there's no voices, it's just bodies, and we can express emotions and movement. But to me, it's about purifying and simplifying that abstraction. Anyone can make shapes, but the in-between is what tells a story. Doing enough of that simplification and purifying and condensing, I think in the end you're able to see something on stage that seems like a memory or a dream. Watching, I want them to be so immersed and to be so present until the moment that there's a blackout or the curtain comes down.